So it's Sunday, and we did church online. And I gotta say, our church is doing an absolutely phenomenal job of doing an online service and just keeping all of us connected, which is our theme at Connections Community Church. We get connected. But I was doing my devotionals, and so I'm typically anxiety ridden. And if you know me well and you spend any amount of time with me, you know that I'm pretty high strung. I'm the gal that sits on the couch reading a book and suddenly realizes that her legs are stiff as rods and her toes are pointing straight up, just tight, tight, tight muscles, because I'm just always on edge. I don't sleep. I get full blown panic attacks. Yeah, they're pretty ugly. And right now, there's a lot of stuff to worry about with the coronavirus, and our business is closed. We are not considered essential. I'm thankful for that because there's no way for us to keep our guys safe if they have to ride in a truck together. That is just a disaster. That's an enclosure of germs right there. It's like being in a capsule. So I'm concerned about hiring. This is our hiring season. We've hired 9 people, and I was supposed to do orientation the day after the stay at home was put into place. And I'm concerned about supporting our employees. I'm concerned about mowing the lawns when we get back to work because the grass is starting to grow. And we mow probably, gosh, I didn't count them, but probably 600 properties. We do a lot of municipal stuff. We do schools. We have 33 schools to mow. We have a lot of properties for the city of Kalamazoo, the city of Portage, as well as all of our regular residentials and then our local businesses that we mow. We've got landscape jobs to do. We've got deposits of money from people who are trusting us to do their work, and we're going to do their work. Absolutely, we will get their work done. Finances, business finances, how to keep it afloat. We've already been told by vendors that payments are delayed. They're not going to come. Some of these vendors already take 60 days to pay. I've got money for snow removal that hasn't come in yet. I have employees to pay. It's a concern. It's definitely a concern. Greg and I personally lost way, way, way too much money on the stock market, tens of thousands of dollars, and that was our money for the house. We worked really hard to save it and get it together. Near the house, that's another thing. It's in process. Can't be finished right now. Thankfully, they were able to get the roof on, so it's dried in. We have plastic over all the window openings, so it's safe and protected. But there's a lot of stuff. But I'm not feeling overwhelmed or anxious right now. I am feeling a deep sense of peace, and that peace comes from God. That's the only place it comes from. And I was reading this morning Ecclesiastes 3:1. For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. And then in John 16:33 it says, I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world. In the Lutheran church, where we raised our kids, we used to do sharing the peace. And you either shook hands or you kissed one another. If you were really close friends, you gave them a kiss. And you said, peace of the Lord. And it was very meaningful. It was very powerful. We don't do that now in the churches that we've been in the last, good long time. But it's the peace of the Lord, that peace that God gives is not the opposite of conflict. When you think of peace, you think of peace times versus war times. You think of all the kids are playing nicely together and it's peaceful and it's quiet. But the peace that God gives is deep in your soul and your heart. And that peace transcends everything else. There is nothing like that peace. The Hebrew word is shalom, and it means totality, completeness, wholeness, harmony. God's peace is total. It's complete. It's like the number 7, the perfect number, the perfectness is total. God's peace is total. And so, my friends, today I wish you God's peace. And Jesus says, peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid. So don't be afraid. Count on God. Draw on his peace. So go forth today. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. And stay home. But be blessed by God's peace. Love you all.